So in today's society, you know, we're so much more interconnected than our parents or our grandparents. I don't have Australian stats, but the average American meets 80,000 people in their lifetime, which is a huge amount of people. We're all connecting with people, and many people have got thousands and thousands of connections. And yet rates of suicide are rising, rates of depression are rising. We don't always know our neighbours, and eye contact and attention spans are declining. I'm wondering if I can ask you, Amy, the big question around social media, LinkedIn, you know, as a LinkedIn trainer, I love it. I love that we can find our own tribe, but I also worry about how real these connections are. And, you know, of course they're not friendships, you know, these are, well, maybe for some people, but they are, but they tend to be more like peer relationships. How much social media is too much? Do you have any views on that? You know, where do you see it from? I know you're not a mental health practitioner. I know your area of expertise is EQ. But it's all bound up in that emotional intelligence, isn't it? How we interact and how we communicate, and if we communicate, and if we're seen and if we're not seen. What do you think?
I think it's easy not to get caught up in the social media frenzy, I guess, or to get roped in. I think that social media gives us an instant emotional response. So it feels boredom, it feels time, basically. We're impatient and we like things to happen. We like to be active. Our minds like to be active. So social media ticks all of those boxes and gives us something to do. Is it impacting us? Yes, it is, because anyone from anywhere in the world can have an impact on us by simply saying something or reacting a certain way to what we've put online. And as much as we want to be able to shut that out and be strong, I think that human nature says we just can't really do that. It's going to have an impact on us, and it's going to be something that we need to process. As I mentioned before, it's, you know, we like to be liked. It's natural for us to want to be liked and to be in a situation where you've got a good relationship with someone rather than a confrontation. So I think that is there such thing as too much social media? Yes. I think we're all victim to it. I know there are so many tips out there about, you know, not using it when you first wake up in the morning and not getting caught into that. And I like to think that that I've got an okay understanding on it, but I know that, you know, there come weekends when I have to force myself to put down my phone and not look at it. And through the next person that's in there, and not feel that imposter syndrome if somebody's doing different. I don't really have a magic answer to it. I can say that, yes, I do believe there's a problem, and I think the more that we talk about it, the better. However, the more that we talk about it, the further that talk goes as well, and then it opens us again to that negative and that criticism and that comparison that comes on as well. So I think there's no great balance at the moment when it comes to social media, and I think we just need to continue to have these Are You Okay days, and to have these mental health days. And yes, I think that it's great to make relationships online, but also put them into perspective. As you said, Karen, you're meeting one side of a person. It doesn't mean that you know them. It's the same as when you meet people at work as well. There's a whole other person to them that's outside of there. And I think it's the same online as well. Create a relationship, but remember that relationship is more like a work colleague. It is more like I would say a niche contact more than anything, because you're connecting through one certain part, not as a whole person. So I think we need to be really careful.